Today we've got Jim's 235 grain ammo, and we're going to be not only giving it the Cronny test, but also the 50-yard accuracy test with a bore-sighted optic. I want to go ahead and go over the basics of operation though, because true to the AEA format that they've always lived by, there are no instructions in this actually somewhat complicated airgun's box. First things first, this is the cocking lever, but this is your decocking lever. Let's check it out. I don't think this is going to go off on me, but if I simply hold the pump action and pull the trigger, nothing happens to decock, right? It's still totally cocked, and you can see that because it's in the F position, not the S position on the side of the receiver. Close the breech, put the gun on fire, hold the bolt, pull the trigger. Gun is now decocked at this point. That's a pretty complex method, but it also goes ahead and keeps you safe in the sense that this rifle will not fire with the breech open in my testing. Now the magazine is really a shortcoming on this specific rifle. The cheesiest feeling plastic with the thinnest walls is actually being employed here, and I don't like the fact that it's got such a low build quality for AEA's, in my opinion, best gun they have ever made. The fit and finish on this rifle is really second to none as far as what AEA has been putting out over the last 5 years, and the features that they've instilled in this package just do not match this stupid plastic magazine with no lockout. Having said that, there's really only so much you can do. The factory wants to give you a good balance between the 8-round shot count in 50 caliber, which outclasses a lot of 50 caliber magazines out there, while also still making it something that's small enough to fit in your pocket. My PCP pump definitely did take a shit on me this week, and I'm feeling the pain right now in that aspect. I probably burn up 2 a year just based on the mileage that they use. Airgun YouTube channel will burn pumps up, and this is that week, I guess. 3,000 PSI is a pretty stout fill, though. Let's see what we're looking like at 25. Clean, it's in there, good to go, on safe, chambered, Jim's 235 grain hollow point straight from Texoma Precision Pellet. 778 with 235 making the plate swing. Let's go ahead and see what we can do about getting through this first magazine on that plate. Then if we do really well there, I'll just go ahead and do an offhand group at 50 yards for you and see what a 25-yard sight in looks like at that 50-yard mark. Didn't have to put it on safe. The rifle is still on fire. Was able to cycle the next round into place. Seven, 8, 3. Seven, 7, 7. 7, 8, 0. 770. I want to use the last shot to stop the swinging. I tried to catch it on that swing and just keep it in place and give it the old wiggle factor, but it didn't happen for me. We clear here? One left. Wow, big mag. 760 last shot. 775. So really stable across the valve, really stable across the shot string. Even though we are tethered, I think that speaks to the rifle being able to perform if given the circumstances necessary to do so, like good pressure and good ammo. And I don't see any reason not to immediately go out to 50 yards for you guys. 775 on the last shot, good energy, good shot count, good shot string. 50-yard distance, we've sussed out what a 3,000 PSI fill is going to give you energy-wise, as well as what the consistency looks like on a tethered shot string. That's extremely stout energy, even from a lower than nominal fill, and every single shot we just dispatched downrange will absolutely ethically take large game. So you have to look at it when you're more energy than the Dragon Claw brought to the table. With every shot at half the fill pressure, it's a serious tool you're toting into the field. I wanted to put it in on this side. Y'all should have done that. You know, seems fine. You'll notice also, so put on safe for a second, you'll notice also I don't have my bog pod out here today. The pump action absolutely negates the ability to use a rested tripod like the bog pod, and I wanted to go ahead and try and just give myself a little bit of practice with the offhand shooting. I know I'm not going to have a bog pod every single time I go to hunt a black bear, right? So I want to make sure that I've absolutely got the skills offhand necessary to go ahead and complete my mission. Maybe. If you're gonna be offhand, you gotta do it old school, right? Oh, fuck! I just lost my point of reference. Can I shoot the bullet holes, though? I can see them. I think I'm just wasting ammo if I don't give myself something to aim at. The gun fell, huh? Damn it! It's probably right on the scope, too. Still got pressure, though. Alright. I know I didn't leave it on the ground, so definitely that's a good way to start this episode. If this did fall out of the tripod upon editing and your shit hit the dirt, I'm sorry, brother, it wasn't intentional. I did the best I could, which is pretty much the story of my life. Today I want to go ahead and try and give you some better data than I did the first time around, just having fun with this thing right out of the box in the first episode. It's very much an infectious thing. When you start having a good time, you want to continue doing so. And that was the flavor of the first episode. Today I want to go ahead and actually do the due diligence. 4,500 PSI fills across the entire magazine, shot 1 through shot 8. I want to test multiple ammunitions, and I want to do so at 100 yards. Why? That's going to give you energy for different ammunitions, the way it patterns at 100 yards, and what your shot string looks like as well. Let's answer some questions today. First ammunition online, Lucky 7 Maxi Velocity, the 247 grain variety. Before I even chamber this, I'm going to turn my chrony on so I can do the best I can for you guys. And we'll try and make a good showing. Chamber it. Does fine. 4,500 PSI fill once again, using the tripod for stability, but I'll have to pull it out of the tripod to rack it each time. .879. I don't know if I even hit the target. How disappointing would that be? You know what? I don't think this is a fair review. $8.99. We're going to go ahead and bore sight this one more time and just make sure we're correct. We're not cocked at this point. We are on safe. Let's see what we see. Yeah, okay. So we're fucked. How cool is that? I thought I was going to go ahead and give you guys a cool review, and I broke the scope first shot out of the gate. I guess it was before the first shot, right? I let it fall on the ground. Damn it! That sucks. This scope was a gift also. I feel fucking bad about that. Damn it. Alright guys, that's a good working optic that's going to provide us a solid correspondence between our point of impact and our point of aim. I just don't think it's worth it to go ahead and waste the time and ammo showing you things that are off base data-wise. Let's bring this thing back to 25 yards and just use these iron sight fiber optic last ditch sights on the rail and see if we can connect to 25 yards. Also, this was a full fill and we've only gone through a couple of shots. Let's see how many shots we're going to get on one fill and just run through the magazines. And go. Pretty good. Dry fire. So we got to count that as a dry fire. Next 8. Just for reference, I am now at 3,000 psi. Ooh, these don't like the chamber as much. These big ones just don't like it as much. Larger, 320 grain slugs. Really got to run that action to get it done. With my stock here. Oh, power! Hard to chamber though, don't underestimate it. High. Safety. Help it. Off safe. High again. Last shot. Better. Okay, cool. Cool. We still have 2,500 psi. I say run it. Now these Apex slugs are a little bit smoother, a little bit different shape, a little bit different size. Let's see if we get a little bit better cyclic action from these guys. I've had these things forever. They just don't fit like any magazine. So to see them actually fit a magazine and be able to use them, kind of cool. They definitely did give us a good deep mag sizing on the Megalodon. Better. Not quite as good as a 247. Lots of power. That's all of them. That's all of them. I was able to catch myself before I gave it the old dry fire. Close the bolt, grab the cocking handle, on safe, decocked. Good to go, good to go. So even though we weren't able to go ahead and verify what I intended to verify today, which was patterning at 100 yards, we did go ahead and get to run through a few different kinds of ammunitions, see which ones are going to cycle for us and which ones are going to fight us, as well as see the fact that going down to only 2,000 PSI, we're getting at least 25 shots. So 25 shots per fill can't be overlooked, considering each one of those impacts on that 12 by 12 at 25 yards, devastating, lethal impact. I think it's going to be a great place to go ahead and end today's episode. If you like today's episode, give it a thumbs up. You want to see more content like this, make sure you subscribe for more. Hit that notifications button so you can stay current on the channel as well as when these videos come out. If you really like this video, make sure you share it so somebody else can see it, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.